The old ways are not working anymore. Push them, ram them down our throats, but we will spit them up. And together united with our youth and our intellect and our comradeship, we will finally grab, hold onto, make love to, and never let go of freedom. But who is free now? And to do what? Is Savi, the student of political science, free to criticize the Tara regime? Is he? No. When the students of England or America demonstrate, what happens? Our newspapers are filled with articles about the heroic students of the West. But what happens when we demonstrate? What do they call us? Criminals! Yeah! I'll tell you one thing, though. We will win through. Oh, yes, we will win, because now history and time are working for us, because now, for the first time, I have evidence of what their intentions are towards us. And I tell you what... Keep back, Ricky! Come on! Keep back! Keep away! Somebody call a doctor!
Let me have a look at him. I'm a medical student.
It's no good. He's dead.
They've shot him!
Mr. Strange?
Huh? Yes, that's my name.
I'm Marisha Koval.
Koval?
I'm glad to see you remember the name.
Well, I'm not likely to forget my mother's maiden name, but I don't know who you are, I'm afraid.
I'm your cousin, Mr. Strange.
Heel.
Surely your mother must have spoken to you about your Uncle Jan and your Aunt Berta.
But of course she has, yes.
Well, I'm their daughter. I arrived late in life, but I'm here.
Well, I live just there, if you'd like to come in. So tell me, how long are you going to be in England?
Oh, just a few days.
Oh, they've let you out through the Iron Curtain.
Oh, they let us out, in spite of propaganda to the contrary.
Come on in.
Adam?
What? I won't be a second.
Vicky's.
For me?
No, for the dog.
Oh.
Hey, she's very smashing. Who's she?
She is my cousin.
Oh, really, yeah.
Now, I don't want any of your insinuations.
What's your age?
Just take yourself back into the kitchen and make us some beautiful coffee.
Right.
And listen, if Ham turns up, bring him along with you.
Aye, Sarge.
Wait.
What a charming flat.
Yes? Oh, I'm glad you like it. Let me take that.
And that is your laboratory where you do your forensics.
Yes, that's right. My American assistant, Gint, he runs that. Tries to run me sometimes, too. Come and sit down. Terrible mess here. Let me clear it away.
Oh, this is very interesting.
Oh, yeah. Big scandal.
Corruption in government circles, what shame. Oh, not that we don't have troubles at home. Student unrest suddenly, that sort of thing. But this, no.
You mean this sort of thing couldn't happen in the People's Republic?
Oh, no. We've scratched the word corruption from the dictionary. Out.
Well, aren't you lucky?
Povida means jam.
Jam, of course it does.
So, I was this high, and my mother had decided to make some jam to sell at the marketplace. Well, the evening before market day, we were all in the other room, and in the kitchen, we hear a terrible noise. All the jam, all 4 kinds, had fermented, exploded all over the walls. It was a mess.
Your relatives, huh? Must be a mad family.
All it is. But you know something, that Adam's father, who is English, he was not related to us by blood. He was the maddest and the nicest of them all.
You're a bit young to have known my father, aren't you, Marisha?
Oh, yes, but they all spoke of him often.
Your father died in the People's Republic, didn't he?
Yes. He was shot on a charge of spying. He was no spy.
Adam, that's why I've come to see you.
Hmm?
You see, I work for the government, sort of civil servant, and I've come across some papers, some information that I think could throw a great deal of light on the case. I couldn't get them out. Even though travel is no longer restricted, they examine everything very carefully.
Oh, of course, yes. It's been terribly dangerous. My goodness, I wouldn't mind seeing those papers. Do you actually have access to them?
Yes.
So, if I came back with you, I could...
It will not be easy, but you will see them.
It's been wonderful to see you. Do you think we'll be on time?
Yes, we'll make it if we hurry.
Now, you'll pick me up.
I'll be at your hotel in an hour. Ah, that gives me just about half an hour.
What a sweet girl.
Sweet phony.
What?
That girl is just about as much my cousin as the Queen of Bohemia. Now, where's my passport? It's here somewhere.
What do you mean?
My dear Aunt Bretta, that girl's supposed mother, detested all children, myself included, which shows what bad taste she had. Now, here it is. And if ever she'd had a child of her own, a daughter, she would never have called her Marisha, which is the diminutive for Maria, which was the name of my Uncle Jan's very beautiful and very notorious good friend. Now, come on, don't stand there. Help me pack. Suitcases. Come on, hurry up. And, Evelyn, where's the clean laundry gone? It was here somewhere. I saw it in a box. Evelyn, it was here today. The laundry box. Evelyn!
It's on the stairs.
Oh, thank you very much. So it is. Ham! Hurry up. Come on, don't hang about. Get yours, too.
Get my what?
Get your clothes, get your shirts, pants, vests, anything you want. You're coming, too.
What about me?
You, well, you stay and look after the dog, will you?
All right, but for a price, a very high price.
Adam, I know a job's a job, but I just can't go flying off into the sunset.
Sunrise, sunrise. Eastern Europe, you know, the sun rises in the east, sets in the west. You may be a very brilliant scientist, Ham,
Whichever
but you
way.
must get hold of basic physics. Now, there's 1 shirt, 2 shirts, 1 blue one, 1 green one.
Adam Hamlin, this way, please. For our first stop, we'll go to
Aunt Annabelle's for tea.
You'll see.
You know, Marisha, I do hate to be taken for a complete fool. Now that we're here, supposing you tell me your real name.
My name is Marisha Raina, and I'm with the police. Get in, please.
This way, please.
Know the language? You might call it a rest home.
In here, please.
See what you mean.
You wait here, please.
Pavida means jam, and brother, are we in one?
Dzień dobry, Mr. Strange.
Dzień dobry, Mr. Gent. A pleasant journey, I trust.
Thank you, yes. Bit noisy.
Russian-built planes, so don't blame us, eh? Cost us plenty.
May I ask to what we owe this honor?
Honor?
It's not every day that I'm shown into a mortuary to be greeted by a prime minister.
So you know who I am, huh? Small nation like us. Eyes of the East focused this way, eyes of the West focused that way, but so busy focusing on each other, I thought perhaps they had ignored us and me.
I can't believe you mean that, sir.
Huh? Comrade Kulik, Chief of Police.
Over here, please, Mr. Strange and Mr.
Gint.
Do you know who he was?
No. Should I?
Pavel Gordy, the student, leader.
A young man, dead, murdered in his prime of life. We want you to find out who murdered him, Mr. Strange.
Why me?
Who else but you? By blood, in a way, you are one of us, true?
Yes.
And as the anonymous wise man once said, it is thicker than water. And by talent, you are one of the foremost criminologists of the world. And most important, there is your reputation for impartiality, integrity.
Thank you, thank you.
Everyone is crying out for justice. We want justice too.
Your people obviously think the authorities murdered this poor kid. And you want us to investigate and give you a verdict proving otherwise, is that it?
That's right.
An impartial verdict. Impartial. Do you accept? Do you like this offer?
I don't much like your methods.
Methods?
The way you tricked me into coming here. Why not approach me openly?
Well, it was rather clumsy of us, and I do apologize, Mr. Strange, but we had to invent something unusual to get you here.
Well, here I am. All right, I accept. But on one condition.
Condition?
I want a guarantee, no strings attached, that the whole nation gets to hear of my findings, not just yourself, sir, and the authorities.
I know. You don't trust us, Mr. Strange.
Oh, no, please, please. Those are simply my terms. As the anonymous wise man said, the time to bargain is before the pig is sold.
Bargain struck. Conditions accepted. No strings.
Thank you.
Good evening. Good health. You young man. You are Comrade Mashkin?
I am Savi Mashkin, yes.
I'm Savi Mashkin. Friend of Pavel Gordy's, huh?
I was.
And now that he's gone, you've moved a few paces up the ladder, huh? You're the new Pavel Gordy, a new champion in the cause of freedom.
Freedom! We have the same beliefs, Pavel and I! Freedom! 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 And I will continue to fight for those beliefs.
Shut up! Shut up, all of you! Manners! Manners. As for you, Mashkin, we all believe in freedom. Even old fossils like me who fought and fought mightily for freedom. Now come up here. Come on, come up. Don't worry, you'll be quite free to use that mind of yours.
Stand by. On the air.
Good evening, good health, comrades, all countrymen. I am sure that you have been as shocked as I was to learn of the savage murder this week of the student leader, Pavel Gordy. This young man's death has had overwhelming repercussions. For this reason, your government has invited the well-known British criminologist Adam Strange to investigate the crime and to give a clear and impartial verdict. Now, I have detected a strong, but I believe quite unfounded feeling that this young man's murder was inspired by political fanaticism.
Unfounded, that is an opinion, sir.
It is. Sit down.
Very well. You have prejudged the result of Mr. Strange's examinations. For you in your position of authority to make this opinion public is quite out of order, and we must demand that you retract it.
Have I your permission to say something, sir?
Please, please.
I have been a guest in your country only a very short while, but long enough to be aware of the passions which the death of Pavel Gordy has aroused. Well, I too have a passion for truth. And when I have finished my investigation, that is precisely what you will get from me, the truth.
Well, Hamlin, here's the university you requested.
Every school kid's dream.
What is?
No school, strike.
We're not kids, Mr. Gint. And if your wit is an example of American humor, I'm afraid we've been a little misled by Mark Twain. The Marx Brothers.
Groucho, Harpo, Chico, and Carl.
Yeah, that's better. A bit. Tell me, Mr. Gint, they don't trust you, your hosts.
No reason to believe they don't.
But not enough to let you out without a keeper, huh?
Mr. Aina is my guide. I don't know the city.
Your guide, Mr. Gint, is a guard.
Just answer his questions.
Of course, Comrade Rainer. Sit down, please. What is it you wish to know?
Pavel Gordy. I mean, to me, it's just a newspaper headline. I'd like to know something more about him.
Mr. Gint, have you ever had a truly close friend?
Yes, several.
Ever lost one of them?
Yes.
Yes. But was he shot down out of political expediency? Was he murdered because he dared to stand up and speak the truth? Was he hounded 24 hours a day by enemies who feared his very existence?
These enemies. Did he have any amongst the students?
This is impartial inquiry, huh? I see.
Did he?
No. His enemies, Mr. Gint, were in higher places. Start at the mountain, Mr. Gint. Go to the pinnacle.
Duran?
That tired old peasant? No.
Let's start with who, then?
Well, Mr. Kulik.
Yes, Mr. Strange?
I'm right in thinking, am I not, that the bullet made two apertures, one here in the chest and one slightly lower in the back.
That's correct.
And it's generally accepted that the entry wound of a bullet is smaller than the exit wound.
Yes, that's accepted.
Huh? Well, if Pavel Gordy was standing where your man is here, there's only one place that the shot could have come from. Up in that area there.
I can see your point, but it's hardly conclusive. Anyway, I think that if the bullet entered the body here and left it here, it would surely come to rest approximately here.
Yes, I agree.
No sign of a bullet, Mr. Strange.
Oh. Well, he can't have disappeared. It's not a conjuring trick. What about this chest? Does this stand here always?
No, usually it stands over there by the wall. It's a service table. Then I'm allowed to conduct my business and serve.
Oh, the other way around.
Yeah.
There's your bullet.
Excellent. Congratulations.
Come on, let's put it back against the wall. Then we can check the angle of trajectory. Tell me exactly how tall was Gordy?
About 1 meter, 75 centimeters. and shot Mr. Strange. Right on target.
Misspent youth.
Hey, we heard a shot. You got anything?
Yeah, one of two things. We found out where the bullet came from, that's one. Have a look. Yeah, how were the students?
They're angry, bitter, unreliable as witnesses.
And as usual, hopelessly irresponsible.
Why do you say that, Miss Raina?
Well, they complain. They demonstrate. Why? We now have a just regime. Our new leaders are forward-thinking and progressive.
But I thought Pavel Gordy had such a big following. Here, take a look at that, too, will you?
If Pavel Gordy hadn't wanted to be such a hero, he and my...
Yes? He and your... Go on.
It doesn't matter. Not anymore.
They're fibers.
Yes, clothing fibers. I found them on a splinter on the windowsill.
Brown fibers with a slight blue stain on it.
Dye?
Ink. Take a look.
Are you certain?
Oh, their ink stain's all right.
And all the fibers we took from the windowsill are saturated with it.
What are these?
These are cloth samples. You see, that one exactly matches the fibers. Yes, we appear to be looking for a soldier. Well, an officer.
Excuse me, but this is beginning to sound very far-fetched.
Excuse me, that line went out when forensic science came in.
But how would ink...
From a pen, that's how. A faulty pen. A leaky pen. Maybe it leaked at high altitudes. Maybe the guy was with the mountain brigade. Anyway, leaky pen so. The man leans over to fire so. And voila. A plus for us. Also, it's an English pen.
Oh, Ham, come on.
Adam, I know the process. It's a new fast-drying process. It's English.
English?
Unless you people manufacture ballpoint pens.
Ballpoints? No.
Then you import them.
Sometimes.
From where?
From Russia, mostly.
And we all know that Russian pens never leak. Anyway, chemically...
No. This is all idiotic. Idiotic! I'm sorry. What are we supposed to do now? Huh? Tackle our entire corps of officers, huh? Find out which of them had a faulty English pen with faulty English fast-drying ink.
Well, why not? It's worth a try. Anything is worth a try at this stage of the game, isn't it? Well, good night. Hope you build the cars in the People's Republic a bit bigger next time.
Well, we do the best we can. Tomorrow we start on the uniforms,
Yeah.
and tonight we continue to interrogate the students.
I see. Well, good night to you.
Good night.
Good night.
Well, that's goodbye to the uniforms.
Maybe. Let's wait and see. Come on, let's get to bed.
Get in, please. We're going on a little tour. The city by night.
Well, who's for an early evening?
Mr. Strange, good evening.
Mr. Marshkin, was this a hijacking?
Not quite, Mr. Strange. It was the only way to speak to you without being overheard. Will you come this way, please? Mr. Strange, Mr. Gink, Olenka. Will you sit down, please? Mr. Strange, Olenka has something to say to you. She was a friend of Pavel Gordy.
Really? You know him well?
Yes, I used to work for him. On the morning he was murdered, Mr. Strange, he phoned me. He was terribly angry.
Angry? What about?
Well, he had found some official document, a secret one. The code name was Violet. At the next demonstration, they were going to plant their own men in the crowd.
Secret police, Mr. Strange.
They were going to stir them up, provoke the students. And then, when they were really violent, under the pretext of maintaining law and order, They were going to move in with guns and tanks.
Where's this document now, Alenka?
I don't know. I never spoke to Pavel again. They killed him because he had evidence.
Hello, fancy seeing you here. Come and join us, please. May we offer her a drink?
Mrs. Strange, you were asked to stay at the hotel.
Oh, dear, I've broken the rules. I'm very sorry.
Well, shall we leave now?
Listen, if anyone is to blame, it is
Be
myself.
quiet, you. What is all this nonsense about police provocation? You are the provokers.
What do you do? What are you? A traitor? A traitor to everything your brother believed in?
No, please, let's have no ugliness. We'll go back to the hotel and we'll talk again later, shall we?
Bye.
Goodbye. Come along. On you go. Now, I'm going to buy you a drink.
I don't want a drink.
Yes, well, you need one all the same. Excuse me. And anyhow, I want to talk to you.
Talk about what?
About these youngsters here. Why do you so hate them?
I don't hate them. I only hate what they're trying to do to themselves and to the country.
But your brother was one of them.
My brother was a student at the university. He was a marvelous boy. He was a brilliant student. He wanted to be a writer. He was full of hope for the future. Until he got mixed up with his friends. And last year they took to the streets, and he was killed in the first of the student riots. He was 19 years old.
Come on, have a drink.
No. I think we should go. Tomorrow you have a very busy day.
Come on. Has your captain purchased a new uniform since last Tuesday?
No, sir.
Has he had one cleaned?
No, sir.
You're certain?
Yes, sir. Certain. I've checked everything else except the uniform he's wearing. You have seen for yourself.
All right, thank you.
Well, that was number 38. Only 9 to go.
Name?
Nicholas.
Serving?
Colonel Vita.
Has your colonel purchased a new uniform since last Tuesday?
No, sir.
Has he had one cleaned?
Yes, sir. My colonel had an ink stain. You see, right here. Yeah. It's been dry cleaned, but army tailors...
Unbelievable. Colonel Vida, this is Mr. Adam Strange and his
How do you do?
assistant.
How do you do?
I presume you know of their job here in our People's Republic.
I heard.
Colonel, I'm afraid I have to ask you a few questions. Pavel Gordy. Did you know him, Colonel?
I knew of him.
What did you think of him? Admire him? Hate him?
I considered him a conceited, vulgar troublemaker.
In other words, you're not sorry he's dead.
His death, like his life, makes no difference to me.
Colonel, where were you on Tuesday last at exactly 3:30 that afternoon?
I was at home, in bed.
Ill?
I was tired. I just returned that morning from special duty, a mission to London.
Were you by any chance buying a pen?
What?
No, it doesn't matter. Go on, please.
Nothing more to say. The mission had been difficult, time-consuming work. I was tired. I went to bed.
Colonel, that's your story.
Story? That is quite the truth.
I'm sorry, Colonel, but our version of the truth is slightly different. On Tuesday last, at 3:30, you were in a hotel room opposite the cafe where Pavel Gordy was murdered.
Nonsense.
Mr. Strange?
We have positive evidence, Colonel, that you were in the hotel room at that time.
I was not.
Yes, Colonel. And there, in that hotel room, sitting at the window with a rifle, you waited. And then you shot down Pavel Gordy.
That's a lie.
Is it? Then what were you doing in that hotel room, Colonel Vara? Why? Why were you in that room?
I refuse to answer.
But you must, for your own sake. Mrs. Vara? Is this your rifle?
It is. You know it is, Kulik.
Thank you, Colonel. Evidence? Now, once and for all, Colonel, were you not in that hotel room on Tuesday last?
I advise you to tell us the truth, Colonel. It's better for you in the long run.
I received a telephone call that morning. His voice, he said he was a student. He said if I went to the hotel, room 3, at 3:30, I would find Pavel Gordy with my wife.
No!
With my wife. He said they were in the habit of meeting there.
That's a lie! I was never alone with Pavel.
Well, they weren't there then. He was in the cafe opposite, doing his usual rabble-rousing. And I saw her rushing down the street, presumably on her way to give her hero a few rousing cheers.
Stop it!
And then?
A shot was fired. I don't know by whom or from where. I saw him fall, and then I turned and left.
You turned and you left.
Yes.
I'm afraid, Colonel, you're under arrest. Take him and book him on suspicion. Well done, Mr. Strange. Thank you. I'm sorry, Mrs. Ryder.
Please help him, Mr. Strange, Mr. Gint.
Why did you pretend you were a student, Miss Ryder?
I am a student. That's where I met Pavel, at the university. I loved him, yes. But we were never alone together. I couldn't...
Mr. Strange, we have some work to do.
Please help him, Mr. Strange. I know him. He's not a murderer.
Yes? Well, Kulik?
Yes. Well, I'm no ballistics expert, but as far as I can see, the markings on those bullets are identical.
Yes, yes, I agree. Ham?
Yes, I guess so.
Yeah, so we have the murder weapon, we know where the bullet was fired from, and we have the motive. The motive. It all fits.
Yes, oh yes, yes, it fits. Fits like a glove.
Terrible, Colonel Bide of all people. Well, time for me to go. Thank you so much for all your help, the both of you. I will convey this to the Prime Minister and make arrangements for your report to the people. Comrade Ryder. Comrade, the case is closed, except for 1 or 2 formalities.
Like a fair trial, I hope.
Naturally, there will be a trial. Groucho, Harpo, Chico, and Gint. Well, I'd like you to stay with our guests, show them some of the sights of our beautiful city. Gentlemen, until this evening at the television studio. And once again, thank you.
Well,
Hmm?
are you ready to go on the tour?
On my left, the People's Theatre. On my right, the Zoological Gardens.
Yes. Shall we go now?
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Let's go, let's go, let's go. But, I want to make a little stop first, if you don't mind. Hmm?
Madam, why here again?
Because there's something wrong. I don't like these gloves that fit too well. I've missed something. I've been a fool. But where?
Oh, no, not you again. No, the police have gone. There's nothing here.
Now, we're just having a last look round.
But tomorrow I open the cafe again. Strike or no strike, I open.
We won't disturb you. You'll open.
Gordy fell here, didn't he? That's where the chalk marks were. Ham, come and stand here, will you?
May I ask what we're doing here?
Now, whichever way you look at it, the shot could have only come from one place.
The hotel. Now, may we go?
You're Gordy. Now, this place is full of students here. Now, come on, speak to them. Stir them up. Say something.
Say what?
Well, anything. Make it up. Make a speech. Go on, Ham. Say something.
80 and many years ago,
Now, come on. He must be moving. He wouldn't be standing still. He'd be turning left, right. Come on.
80 and many years ago, our forefathers gathered on this spot and said, don't shoot.
Hey, hold it. Look there. Am I mad?
Anything's possible. Well, anything?
I don't know. No, I don't think I am mad. This whole fan has been taken out and put back again recently.
Yes, it was broken. I sent it away to be mended.
Yes? No, don't move. Don't move, Ham. Stay where you are. Now look through there. Can you see anything?
I see a window. Looks like it's on the first floor.
That house on the corner.
Someone's moving about in there.
Well, if you can see them, they must be able to see you, mustn't they? Come on. That's it. There's the house on the corner. Come on, Marisha.
Hello? Anybody here? Anybody home?
No one around.
Yes? What do you want? You want a room? Oh, you want 2 rooms?
No, madam, we don't want a room.
We
wanna
just want to
some
ask you
questions.
about a few things.
Comrade.
Answer these gentlemen's questions. It's quite all right.
Yes, last Tuesday, the day of the shooting, was there anyone in the room on the first floor opposite the south side of the cafe?
That would be room number 3. I don't remember.
Well, what about your register, your record? What's that you're putting
I keep my records in here.
Room number 3, last Tuesday, madam, please.
There was somebody moved in the night before. He left on Tuesday.
What time?
3:30 or so.
Right after the shooting.
What did he look like?
Clean shaven.
Clean
fair. I don't remember, like a lot of people.
How was he dressed?
In a uniform.
What sort of uniform?
I don't remember.
A soldier's uniform?
No. A policeman's.
What policeman? What was his name, madam?
I don't remember. I don't. I have so many guests. They come, they go. I don't remember.
I'm gonna look at number 3.
No, you come back. You come down. You come down. You have no right.
Well, whoever it was not Colonel Vida, was it?
No, it doesn't seem so. I must call up Kulik at once. This is very important.
You know what I smell in all this?
I beg your pardon.
Frame-up.
That is not possible. Not in this country.
You think Colonel Vida couldn't have been framed? That I couldn't have been framed? That the whole thing was a plant for me to discover and fall for?
Mr. Strange, that could not happen in this country.
No? The bullet lodged in the wooden chest, the fibers caught in the windowsill, the whole thing a plant from beginning to end.
Hello, this is Comrade Reiner. I'd like to speak to Comrade Kulik, urgently.
Yes, and the secret document, what was it called? Violet. You think that couldn't exist? You think no corruption's possible in this country of yours? It is, you know, just the same as anywhere else. And your brother knew that, didn't he?
Hello. Did you tell him it was me? I see. I see. Yes.
Well?
He's not to be disturbed. I shall have to go and sort this out myself. I'm afraid you'll have to excuse me.
What is it, Comrade Reiner?
The Gordy case does not seem to be closed, Comrade Kulik.
What do you mean?
I have just left Mr. Strange and the American.
And?
They were quite definite about it. The Gordy case does not seem to be closed, Comrade.
Never mind. Just tell him that Mr. Strange is here. I think he'll speak to me. Hello, Prime Minister. This is Strange here.
The proprietress was quite certain. A man checked in the day before and left immediately after the shot.
But who?
I don't know. But that will come out in time.
didn't I? What's this all about? I simply can't understand. We have a watertight case against Colonel Weiler, and a television announcement is scheduled for 6 o'clock. It must go on as planned.
I don't think that Mr. Strange will agree to that.
Why not? Ah, in that case, Mr. Strange will not be consulted.
What?
Yes, I've suspected it long ago. Now I'm sure. They're trying to cast doubt and suspicion on our regime.
Why?
So that the students will have more excuse to make even more trouble. Mr. Strange wants bloodshed, don't you see?
I don't believe that. I can't believe that.
But it's true. Don't you know that they hate our guards? All of them there in the West. They want to suffocate our regime. And you know how? From inside and through our students. That's the only way to have it suffocated. Can't you see their cunning and hypocritical methods? The Prime Minister, me, you, discredited. All of us who worked so hard, discredited to the whole world. Do you want to see more young and talented people like Pavel Gordy, like your brother, being killed? Is that what you want? Well, I'm sorry I spoke about your brother. Comrade Rainer, do trust me. You leave this office immediately. And you'll escort Mr. Strange and Mr. Ginn to the airport, politely but firmly. I want them to leave this country immediately. We don't want to see them anymore. Our Prime Minister will read the report to our people. Don't you think it's honest and fair? All right.
Comrade Kulik.
Yes?
Chief Inspector from Levot is about to leave. Wishes a word with you.
Oh, I see. Will you telephone the airport and arrange the plane for Mr. Strange and Mr. Ginn immediately? And please do wait for me here. Thank you. Comrade Rainer? She's got it.
Mr. Strange, come quickly, please.
What is it? What's the matter?
Get in quickly.
Where are we going?
To the television studios.
Right.
To the station manager, to the station manager. Adam Strange is not to appear on the telecast. The transmission is cancelled. Disperse the students. Let no one in. Repeat.
Cancelled. Why? Orders.
Tanks ride gas troops to be used on the students. Crush them once and for all.
Signature?
Kulik.
Kulik.
I must have known all the time. I was too frightened of him. And of Taran.
Yes, we don't know about our Prime Minister yet.
That's it, isn't it?
Yes, here we are.
We've got a reception committee.
Get out. Get out of the car, all of you.
The paper. The paper which you stole. Where is it?
Let him have it. Something for me, Kulik? To accomplish what?
They've got to be stopped, Prime Minister. They are dangerous.
Stopped? With guns? Like Gordy? Was it you, Kulik, who took it upon himself to end that dangerous young life?
No.
Who?
He ordered me to do it. What could I do? I had no choice. I had to obey. He ordered me!
Take them both.
Don't touch me.
Here, take this. Read it, all of you. Part of your education. What time you started on that again? Now go in. In there, we'll follow. All of you, go.
Are you all right, sir?
I'm good, I'm good. Look at them. Satisfied now. Satisfied until they find something new to howl about.
They're like Pavel Gordy was. They're young, they're impatient.
But why? Life is not so hard here. Life is good here. There's room for improvement, as in your country, any country. But we are trying. They call it the old way. But to build something takes time. They will have their time. Why do they want to take away ours? It's one of the mysteries of life. Perhaps you could solve that someday.
Is that an assignment, sir?
And if it were, you would take it, wouldn't you say?
I don't know. I'd think about it very seriously.